You're listening to the 3 Pixels Tech, Gaming and Movie Podcast, brought to you by Alan Taylor, Martin Gregory, and me, Ben Ridley. If I started talking to you about mind control technology, you probably imagine some dystopian future or sci-fi movie with objects flying around the place. The more creative of you may even consider the potential havoc this could create. But you need not worry, this is still the same 2018 it was yesterday. We, although some may argue otherwise, still have control over our own thoughts, and, last time I checked, objects seem to be obeying gravity. No. What I'm actually talking about is more fun without the jeopardy. Mind control and movies, or rather movies you control with your mind, thanks to an experimental project from Nottingham University students in England. A brain control film has been produced which picks up on the reaction of the viewers and changes the story based on their response. During the movie called The Moment, viewers wear an EEG headset, which monitors their brainwaves, allowing the software to pull different versions of each scene that have been filmed. According to PhD student and director Richard Ramchun, there are trillions of routes that could be taken in a story where characters fight for survival in a dystopian future. In 2013, a similar concept named App encouraged users to use their phone while watching a film, and in doing so claimed to be the first second screen movie. Phones would show a parallel story via an app while watching the movie on the big screen. Elsewhere, Fox is working on an idea based around a choose-your-own-story book adventure series, where viewers will be able to vote on an app, deciding what happens next. However, Mr. Ranchern thinks he can take this idea to the next level with only the ending of the movie unable to be changed. Alan, as the Movie Corner expert, the guru in films, what are your thoughts on this type of technology? Do you think this is a good idea for filmmakers to be able to create a different experience?
I wouldn't trust people to tell my story. One, if everyone's having a different experience from you, you can't talk to those people about the movie. Say I just went to go see Infinity War and it was a completely different movie to the one you saw. Just because you're seeing the same emotions doesn't mean the meaning is the same behind it. I enjoy cinema as a shared collective experience. If everyone's experience is different, it's not really a collective experience. And also, if the movie turns out horribly, oh, it's not my fault. You watched it wrong. Do you know what I mean? Like you take no responsibility as an artist. You just.
But people are subconsciously making that decision. It's not like they're choosing on an app.
You said some were app-based.
Yeah, some other experiences, but generally this headset-based thing is based on your neurons and how your brain is reacting to the film.
Yeah, so for that one, you're just saying when people are losing attention, right? When they're getting bored, they're just going to throw an action scene in there.
Or if they're reacting in a certain way, their brain is firing in a certain way, they can adapt. So it's not just attention losing.
I want to be told the story. It is a cool technology, and for very specific narratives, I'm sure it can work. And yeah, the tech is cool. So by all means, develop it. But I don't think this is some new evolutionary step in cinema.
Do you think maybe this might be more useful in gaming?
This is essentially an FMV game that you control with your mind.
And that's something to pose, yeah.
And I love FMV games, so absolutely go for it.
So you'd rather it posed more as a game than a movie?
I don't think we need that break. I mean, maybe people do need that distinction, but yeah, picture it as a movie that you can change, that you control, and then that's fine. I think people eventually, if this does become a thing, they'll understand that, and the more FMV games we get, the better.
Beginning and end will always be the same to every person. So then I ask, what would be the point of it all? If my thoughts don't really affect the movie's ending, then am I really affecting anything?
I would argue the journey is the point of the movie.
The whole point
I know,
of a film isn't just the ending.
And a movie that isn't perfectly constructed to get to that end, I don't see how that can be as powerful a narrative as one that is completely structured to get to that end point.
See, that's what I'm thinking now, because let's just say it's a horror film we're watching, Let's just say, I really hate this character, and I'm thinking in my head, I want her to die soon. And let's just say, or him, or, whatever, I want this to happen now, and it does. At the end of the scene then, is she going to be there like, oh, hey guys, I'm not really dead, even though I wanted to... Or am I thinking this too?
I think it's more like Until Dawn. Did you play Until Dawn?
Yes, I love Until Dawn.
So it will have a set structure, and then you probably just choose,
See, that's what I can get on board with. And I'll tell you what, I actually loved Until Dawn. If it was set like that, because I feel like I was overhyping myself as in, the possibility. But if this is like Until Dawn sort of structure, it is a little preset, but there's still like multiple routes stick to one. I can understand that. Maybe I'm being a bit overexcited and maybe pushing it too far forward for my own good right now, because like it's only baby steps right now. However, if it was anything like Until Dawn, then I think you could be on for a winner. And I think it would work in both games and films, not just in one medium.
They would become their own thing.
Absolutely.
Of course. It would still need some of that structure, I think, like an Until Dawn, because if you could control every aspect of the movie, you might as well just close your eyes and think of a story yourself.
Yeah, this is true. We just make also the possibility, let's just say you're in a cinema, there's about 50 people there, all wearing these headsets. I take you're wearing your own sort of almost Oculus Rift on your face more than anything, because you can't have 50 people's ideas going into one film.
Well, no, it's a solo experience.
But that's what I'm thinking of, like later on.
I just want to know what the concept for the story is.
It's a dystopian future. They fight for survival. That's all I know.
Oh, so it's the Hunger Games.
Yeah, pretty
Maze
much.
Runner,
Yeah,
everything.
So in a couple of words, I'll just go around the room. Generally, this concept, this idea, are you for the development of this, or you think it should just be killed off in the water now? I think it's a no-go. Martin?
I think until I know more about it, then I can give you my definitive answer.
Okay.
So I'm still
Very
on the
political.
fence. Yeah.
Do it. 100% do it. I mean, if it comes out and it's not that great, we've not lost anything. And if it's amazing, we've got something. So that's fine. Go for it. And I mean, the technology is cool.
Yeah.
Being able to control things with your brain. If it's not a movie, put that technology into something else. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
I just don't want to overhype myself too much.
Okay,
That's why I'm still on the
understand.
fence.
We took to the streets and asked you, our audience, what you made of all this. Would you be prepared to give this technology a try, or does it just freak you out a little bit too much? We were overwhelmed with a positive response that came from those polls that we did and the questions that we asked. So it seems that from the short investigation that we've done, there is interest in this technology, there is scope for this technology, and there could be interesting things implemented with this technology in the future. Obviously, like with anything, as long as it's done right. So I'm intrigued to hear more of your thoughts and feedback. Drop us a message, get in touch. You can email us, hello@the3pixels.com. You can tweet us at 3pixelspod and drop us a message on our Facebook page. Just search the 3 Pixels podcast. And with that, thank you for listening. Or should I say, may the force be with you. This was a 3 Pixels tech, gaming, and movie podcast production, edited and produced by Ben Ridley. Many thanks to co-presenters and producers Alan Taylor and Martin Gregory. Music provided by Epidemic Sound. And with that, thank you for listening. We'll see you on the next one. Adios.